everyone, I'm Julie and welcome back to my channel. You'll probably noticed them lately. Those creaky, kinda ugly cute little forest spirit called Labubu popping up all over the social media and mall kiosks. They and their friends have sparkled a massive collectible craze through blind boxes. But would you believe that the company behind Labubu, Popmart, started out as a humble variety store? How did it evolve to capture the heart of the young customers globally? What's the business mind behind its success? Today, we are diving deep into the story of Popmart, exploring how this Chinese brand ignited a market frenzy and set its sights on becoming the next Disney on the global stage. Before Labubu took the world by storm, there was a broader category known as trendy toys or designer toys, originating from Hong Kong and Japan. These terms refer to the toy infused with artistic design and urban culture, like designer vinyl art, urban vinyl, and anime figurines. Think about it. Haven't you seen these unique collectibles in the homes of celebrities and influencers? Essentially, trendy toys are cultural products blending art, design, and collectible value. But despite their existence, no single IP or series had ever created a societal phenomenon on the scale of Labubu until Popmart came along. So, how did Popmart enter this scene? It all started with its founder, Wang Ning. Wang Ning was born into a family of small business owners, giving him an early exposure to commerce. In 2005, he enrolled at CIAS International University, a distinctive Sino-foreign cooperative institution. This school was less of an academic ivory tower and more of a practical business school, strongly encouraging students' club and commercial ventures. It even had its own commercial street for students to practice on. Amid China's growing entrepreneurial spirit, Wang Ning was busy experimenting with various small businesses in college. One notable venture was a grid shop. What is a grid shop? He'd rent a storefront filled with grid-like compartments and subletted these small spaces to others to sell their goods, earning rental income. So, from his university days, Wang Ning was actively building his business acumen. After graduating and working for a year and a half, he started his own business, the prototype of Popmart. But initially, it wasn't a trendy toys. It was a lifestyle variety stores, selling cultural creative products, dolls, accessories similar to Muji and Miniso. Having studied advertising, Wang Ning was obsessed with the concept of brand. He felt many Chinese products lacked a brand soul, while he admired companies like Starbucks and Lego that could convey cultural and values through their branding. He also firmly believed that the unique experience of physical stores could never be fully replaced by the online shopping. Although the stores were running and he even secured an initial investment of 2 million RMB, Wang Ning soon identified a critical weakness, a lack of core competitiveness. 80% of his products were sourced from others. Anyone could sell them. That means the business was easily replicable. Around 2020, he decided to tackle this pain point head-on. What is the solution? That is, focus. He decided to drastically reduce the product categories and concentrate on what sold best. That is, trendy toys. The data spoke for itself. A Japanese Sony Angel Cupid blind box alone contributed to 30% of the store's revenue. This discovery was a revelation. But simply selling others' product wasn't sustainable. Wang Ning realized that being just a retailer or agent meant his fate was in others' hands. So, a bolder idea emerged, creating their own IP. This meant transforming Popmart from a channel brand to a product brand. He personally tackled the supply chain, negotiating with factories. It wasn't easy at first. Factories weren't interested in his small orders. But who would have thought that today, Popmart became their largest customer, accounting for over 80% of their production capacity. With the supply chain secured, where would the IP come from then? Here is a key moment. As early as 2016, Wang Ning foresightingly acquired the license for an IP called Molly. This one. This little girl with green eyes and a pond later became Popmart's savior, at one point accounting for the 30% of the store sales. In a way, Popmart made Molly, who had existed for a decade, a household name. From then on, Popmart developed deeper into IP operation. They formed a talent scouting team, attending Trendy toy exhibition, identifying artists with the longest queue, and negotiating collaborations with them. Many artists had creativities, but lacked mass production and marketing capabilities. That is exactly where Popmart could add value. Acquiring IP was just the first step. Keeping it hot was the real challenge. Popmart did several very smart things. First of all, platformizing IP incubation. They organized large-scale trendy toy exhibition, attracting global artists, partnered with art academies to scout new designers, and even helped signed designers set up studios. They built a complete system from IP incubation, data-driven operation to marketing. Does it sound like a little bit like Disney early approach? Secondly, refined operation, creating community culture. Popmart successfully created its own lingo, terms like blind box, drawing a box, it's selecting a box, shaking the box, shaking to guess the content, and buying the entire case became mainstream. Popularized by Popmart. Have you ever heard of these terms? Let me know. Even more powerful is the blind box mechanism itself. The anticipation before unboxing, the thrill of pulling a hidden edition, and the desire to complete a set create an addictive experience. This gameplay fuels organic social communication. And also, I think Lalisa also helped. This year's Labubu craze wasn't primarily driven by social marketing but by spontaneous user sharing, creating a phenomenal buzz. Thirdly, that is aggressive globalization. A Korean friend, Wang Ning, met during his MBA became key to the global expansion. In 2018, this friend joined Popmart, leading the team to test overseas e-commerce, and that was in 2019. The first overseas store opened in Korea, thanks to him, in 2020, followed by rapid expansion in Southeast Asia, Europe, and America. They globalized in three ways. Stores globally. Production also globalized, with a factory in Vietnam now accounting for 10% of the production. This is not too much, but we hope it's gonna be even more in the future. And IP sourcing expanded from Chinese designer to global artists. By 2024, overseas revenue made up a staggering 40%. That is a truly global brand is emerging. But like all the trendy things, with the great popularity comes controversy. Popmart's success fueled the rise of skippers. They book by blind boxes, resell hidden edition at an inflated price. Is this good for the company? From one angle, skippers increase the market price, acting as a free market and boost the brand value. But for genuine fans, this hurt both their wallet and their passion. If price became too outrageous, it might alienate the core fan base. So, what do you think? How should Popmart balance the interest between skippers and fans? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below. Finally, I want to share the 4 feelings Wang Ning believes a great brand should evoke. That is, peace, love, enjoy, and celebrate. The first 3 are straightforward, but celebrate. At first it was abstract to me. Then I thought about the fireworks and parade at Disneyland. The shared joy, isn't it kind of form of the celebration? Wang Ning's ultimate dream might be for the Popmart toy to invoke the exact same feeling of the celebration. He perhaps aims to build not just a toy company, but a cultural symbol that delivers joy and emotion. So, do you think Popmart can become the next Disney? What challenge lies ahead on its path? I look forward to read your insightful comments. If you found this video interesting, please give it a thumb, subscribe, and let me know what you want for the next video. See you in the next video. Bye!